Let's do this, friends. Yeah, why does it keep doing that? Oh, software and game development. There we go. Okay, so I put artificial lag on. I'm trying to fix one of our biggest bugs, or at least get some information on it. So let's see. I'm just going to add one bot, and I just want to see if I can get them in the behavior that's broken. And I have some ideas. Oh yeah, I forgot to change the... So I'm actually going to try just to see if I play as the server. I add 23 bots, which is, I'm going to add 20 actually. I mostly just want to see if I see the sliding behavior. So I'm going to try an idea first. So in the character class, I just want to see what happens here. In the movement component, there's a thing that's like default physics state or something like that. Maybe there wasn't. I could have swore there was, though. Nope, maybe not. I'm going to try to do this in a more isolated way, I guess. What's going on, average? Okay, so there's part of there's the thing right there. Okay, so I have a repro. I'm gonna open up the character blueprint. And we have server, and this is the second one. I actually need to be able to see. Okay, so now it's fine. There we go, I did it again. So this... Okay, so the server, or sorry, the client thinks I'm jumping somehow. And the server thinks I'm moving. So that's a client-server disagreement. Which is exactly what I wanted to create here. So I'm going to go to the event graph and just see what state stuff is in here. So once the jump is false, jumping is false, and is falling is false. On the server, false and false, but hold on a second. So how on earth am I in this state? So is falling and is not jumping. Okay. Can I actually look at the state of this right now? So this is current time is less than 2. render transition is 2s. If A is less than B, this is current value 0 and it is less than that. How is this not true? So on the server, this is true, this is true. How is all of this? Is falling is true. Is sprinting is true. All of that's true. So it's letting you go. Okay, so that's letting you go into the moving state on this client. I actually think that this could be a big or, that if this animation's done, transition you out. I'm gonna try a fix for this. So in here, what needs to happen to go back to moving in the simplest terms? I think it would just be like, does sprinting or falling even matter? Because if the other conditions are met for the sprint fall, then this should just work. So let me open up the Sandom blueprint again on, excuse me, on another screen, and I want to see client 0, the second Kenshi. No, maybe it's the first one. Yep, that's right. Okay, so I haven't been able to create this yet. Now if I plug in, I think I can plug in the old logic actually. I don't remember how I did this before. There it is. It was like jump and then right as I start landing, move. And the same thing happened. Sorry, I was doing this on the wrong screen. There it is. See how I'm skating? Now if I just bypass that. Oh, never mind. I still did it with the new logic. Okay. Okay, I see why the logic was how it was now. Okay, so now if I'm just trying to see like how easily can I recreate this problem? Oh, so I did recreate it, but only for a second. And then it like caught up. Okay. Arthur, I believe it is. We once I hook this up in the other classes, I'm probably gonna kick a build, and we could do a little impromptu test and try it if you're down. I want to try to verify these things as easy as possible. So what I'm going to do is propagate these changes to the other characters, and then I'm going to run run a build and deploy it to Steam, and then we'll see if it works. So I want this. So sprinting just doesn't matter at all for this. So it's going to be jump loop and not falling, or is climbing, or is dead. That's what I did in the other one. I'm actually going to leave that over here so I can see what I did. What's going on, Benji? All right. So this had an entirely different set of logic in it. That's strange. This should actually be falling, not sprinting. Pretty good. I think we had two big victories today. We had a really bad server crash, and basically Ninja Grappling was almost unusable. But I think that's been fixed, so it's kind of awesome. And while the build's going, I'll start working on the next helmet. yeah, I just had some bad logic in here. It's falling. Falling should be like one of the first. It's not falling. And then the Kusarigama has to do the same thing. Okay. So I'm gonna export those other helmets that I need from that pack, and I'll make those. What's what's been kind of surprising is our the shadow skins have actually been selling. I mean, I wouldn't say decent, but they're at people that have the game have actually bought a number of them, which was I didn't expect anyone to really buy from the item store yet. I did, however, make the Founders Pack live and the Founders Bundle. All right, so that's one of them. That's gonna go in characters, Kenshi helmets. Can I actually just go here? And then there's helmet 2 and 3 is what I need. They're all pretty similar though. The Hanukkah skin gambling scene. Yeah, I think it's really not that hard to define like loot crates that basically you like buy a crate and you put a roll chance for whatever item ID you want pretty easily. I don't actually know exactly what textures are in here, so I wonder if can I navigate to all these at the same time? Nope, it's not gonna make it that easy for me. Armor 2, and just armor helmet normal. So there's armor helmet normal, and then armor 2, armor 2. And I'm assuming armor 3 is the same? I should have bulk exported these. What is armor 3? What is this using? Armor helmet, oh, it uses this default one. Well, that's not confusing at all. I'm just gonna call this armor 3, just so I keep it all together. And I'll make substance templates in a second. So let me update bug tracking on this really quick. Movement without movement animations needs a review. I'm gonna add myself to this ticket. Here's our in progress bugs. Oh yeah, ritual ring late joiner. Let me fix that. Be easy thing to test. Let me make the warm-up time like 5 seconds so I can test this easier. Okay, I'm going to reconnect on this client. And no, it looks like the ring's there. And then just let me take a look at that logic really quick. On objective activated, it's B activated. It increments and then it just refires the same function. Is dedicated servers. UI widget does the thing, message volume, and beam. Just in case, I'm gonna put the zone border in here, just in case it's like something else makes it false, and I might need to do the same thing on complete. Completed's doing the same thing. The beam hides, and nothing actually hides the zone border, which is interesting. Where is this being referenced? There, and then on construct. Okay, it's kind of, if nothing's hiding it, then what is I don't even see what could possibly make it invisible. All right, Arthur, I'll probably be ready in about like 20 minutes, I would guess. How's everybody doing tonight? Is anyone a first-time viewer who's never been here before? Are there any other easy ones in here? Nagi swim animation doesn't transition while jumping. Let me just, I can experiment with that in here easy enough. Really don't even need the second client. So that's super broken. So what I'm guessing needs to occur is you can only get to swimming via moving. So that's probably a logical problem. It's just B is swimming. Swimming in speed. I'm just going to observe my own animation blueprint while I do this real quick. So I'm basically stuck in move to sprint. And now I'm in. Oh, so it gets stuck in that transition. So if I just jump in. Yeah, that other spot was a good spot to test this problem. So you just get stuck and move to sprint. And then the other one is what? I think I need a jump loop to swimming is what I think the other one is. Oh god, I got stuck. Should probably fix this collision. The other one is just jumping in. And so here's what I think this needs, and this should be a really easy fix. I'm gonna promote this to shared and just call this swimming, so I don't have to like remake it. I'm gonna have jump loop can go to swimming idle if just swimming occurs, and then move to sprint is also gonna have a way to get there, swimming. And then I'll just do that same thing for all the classes if that works. So what should happen now if I just go for it and I'm like, cannonball, it should just work, which it does beautifully. And so does that. Awesome, fixed. That was easy. Another bug bites the dust. And another one, Jamona. I apologize for that. Another one goes to 2 going to needs review. Is that all my bugs? Custom game, I did that earlier. All my mediums and highs are okay. Swimming. So move to sprint can go to swim idle, which can immediately take it into regular swimming if it needs to, and then jump loop. And Kenchi's on my other screen. I'm just going to do that one real quick. The ninja is a few extra steps, but that's fine. This one just needs like a a really fast transition because the ninja has to synchronize with the Kusarigama, and it just causes problems when it's what did I make this 1.005? I almost wonder if this just went straight to moving. Do I even need this entry state? Like, does this make it behave better? Like, what happens right now if I play a ninja? Will I get better animation behavior this way? Just gonna try keeping it simple like that just to see what happens. Okay, build time. Put these on a different screen. And while that's going on, I can I'm gonna make some templates for this rest of this helmet set. It's gonna be create smart material. And then Oni helmet Yamai. might work. We'll see how it goes with this other one. I'm gonna hop on over to 3D Studio. It has an existing helmet in it, which will make this a lot easier. Seems like Max needs a restart. I updated graphics drivers, so that makes sense. Yeah, is this build almost done already? I might not even hardly get started on this. I'm okay with that. I hate welcome screens. Just like it should just detect automatically like, yo, you've had this program open before. I don't think you need the welcome screen. Like, I don't want to check off a thing. I'm surprised it doesn't give you one of those picture captures when you do it. Like, are you sure you're a human and you want to turn off the welcome screen? Yes. Yes, I want to turn off the welcome screen. Set everything. Oh, dang, I eyeballed that real good. This is the flower helmet. Or no, I think this was the symbol helmet. Oh yeah, build's done. Let me get that going. Uploading real quick. This is CL 6854. So this was helmet 2, which was this set of 3 things. Alright, that patches up, and we are going to play the game for a little bit, I think. If anyone wants to jump in this, you're welcome to. We're going to be on US mid. Well, this thing took on an interesting design. It's kind of cool looking though. Something I do want to do though is, before I patch, where's Photoshop? Nice, this is in a very I'm gonna add the symbol back, the clan symbol back in Substance. And then I also need to edit then armor 2. Just gonna take this like base color, this like backdrop color. Why is Photoshop so slow? What's the deal with this one? Actually, it'd just be better to just have like oh yeah, I need to, I guess, rebake these now. Okay, I'll come back to this in a second. Time to play for a little bit. When you patch on Steam, it kicks you off your Steam client, so you have to relog. Just go in US mid. Actually. All right, let's play for a little bit. Got some stuff to test. I don't see... There we go. All right, Arthur, once you get in here, we can pretty much just try to break grappling. And there's some other stuff that I'll want to try too. Also look for sliding bots. Like if you see them skating in like the sprint pose or kind of frozen and not playing their movement animations. Ooh, the point blank. Actually, for now, play as Ite. Because there are two repro... I wasn't able to really test the getting shot one that great. I'm going to go test the... What's it called real quick? The swimming stuff. Cannonball! Yep, that works great now. Underwater battles. Yeah, let's see you on the roof. So... Well, that's one way to do it. I threw you to the wolves. Another thing, you can answer this in-game chat. When I land, do you ever see me like skating, not actually playing like movement animations? Okay. Yeah, we can look for skating on bots more than they were the ones that did it worse. Especially when they started sprinting. Do you remember what I'm talking about? The bug where like you just see them with like one knee up and they'd just be like flying. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. I think if it was animation blueprint logic, that's a pretty... I'm very happy that that was the fix. I'm gonna... Let me see. I can't remember if there's a map where we just saw that more. I just saw you slide for a second, but then you like recovered. I'm okay with that because client server can't possibly agree every second all the time. Yeah, just kind of keep doing what you're doing. Whatever you just did a second ago kind of slid around a little bit. Bots behind you. Oh yeah, I get to delete that text in the lower left in basically a week. At this time next week, Hanukkah will have been released for 30 minutes. That's insane to say out loud. After you land, if you move forward and side, you slide for a sec. Is it just on the Nagi? I'll honestly be shocked if it does anything in the first 48 hours. I'm gonna try really hard to not judge the release until like the first quarter, even like the end of the year. So a lot can happen. Sorry, I got tied up in combat. Arthur, did you say that if that only happens on the Nagi? Okay. The Nagi does have some special case stuff. Not for falling, but I'll take a look at his Anim blueprint just to see if there's something different. Alright, this was the thing that like broke grapple like every time before. Well, seems like grappling, that was a nasty input lock too. That was the, I think that was the last input lock we had on our list. The thing now is the the worst bug now I think is this weapon animation, the weapon animation not playing with the character. I get stuck in it occasionally, but it seems almost like it like cleans itself up after a little bit. I also noticed that sometimes you can like bork the cooldown, where if you try multiple grapples in the same zoom, you have to let off zoom and click again. I told Ajani about that. I think he said he knows a fix for it already. I had to turn my monitor off for a second on stream. Secrets. Arthur, play the Nagi, and we just need to like keep jumping in the death pit. And just see if your animations screw up. I'm pretty confident in this fix, but maybe I need to turn off. Just like make sure that you either sprint jump into it or regular jump into it. Don't just fall in. I want to make sure that you don't get that like where you fall in and are in like the running animation. I think it's good. Man, this thing has like one more hit on it. Okay, Arthur, I need you to go back to the lobby and just dual queue. And then when we get in, pick the Nagi. And then I'm gonna pick the Kenshi. Basically, since I'm the host, all the sliding behavior and everything seem to happen a lot more in these like P2P games. So I want us to basically just jump around and try to skate and spam jumping around. And then what we'll do is like we can play for real and go to another map. Oh yeah, I see what you're talking about. So yeah, you're like sliding around in that jump pose. I see it every single time you do it. It's a feature. Okay, well at least it's only, let me see. I think I know how to fix that already. I just need to look at his anim blueprint for probably like 2 seconds. All right, we can play this one out now, I think. Oh, the highlight got stuck on. You can't anticipate my moves. Did you, hold on, did you block that Fuji hammer? Okay. I love parrying Fuji hammers, so good. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. I was like, well, if you didn't block that, then I hate this stupid highlight bug. I can't figure out how to fix it either. I might just like take it out of the game. That time it didn't stun you either. Oh, those are 2 hits I should have got. Yeah, that didn't stun. Oh, I think you're buff or I think you have CC resist. That's what I forgot. The Nagi, the buff gives you CC resist chance, and I think one of your stats might too. We don't have messaging that tells you resisted though, which is something we'll have to add after launch. All right, for all the marbles. Dang. could have swore I had the... I should hide those arrows. They don't do anything for this. So in the next one, pick the Ite, and I'm going to pick the Ninja, and we're going to jump around and see if we get any sliding behavior or anything on those characters. That was weird. So there's just that Nagi slide. The old shotgun bow meta. For duel, it's probably pretty strong. Man, just 3 headshots. That combo's so good. Oh, I almost guessed right. Oh, you got me again. Alright, nice. We're good. That was a highly successful test. Thanks, Arthur. So let me take a look at the bug list again. Oh, damn, I forgot to test one thing. I don't... Actually, sorry, Arthur, can you go back to US mid? It doesn't matter what class you are once you get in. I forgot to test the late joiner ritual site stuff. Okay, so there's no... Oh, I see what Connor's talking about now. Okay, so there's no ring here. And... there's no... So they're all active. We missed the active event, and they're just, like, no part of it other than the beam is visible. I see exactly the bug that Connor's talking about now. Do you see a ring or the health bar for any of these? I don't either. I'm gonna hit F5 and reconnect again and just see what happens. Okay, so this was the bug Connor was talking about. Man, you stay at 000 so long now. Okay, so now I see a clan symbol. Yeah, I see that too. Okay, yeah, so I see the beam, but the rest of it's like the rest of the stuff. The other thing that's kind of weird is this second one, the message volume over here like doesn't actually tell you what the ritual is, almost like it didn't like initialize fully. When you're over here at the shrine over the bridge, does it just say you're near a ritual site, or does it actually say like you're by a buff and what it does? Okay, that's maybe just a configuration problem, but I feel like... Hold on a second. I want to see... I'm going to restart the map where we were here from the very beginning. I want to see if it has the correct hint when... when we're actually here for it going active, I want to see if it says a different hint. And I also want to see what happens if we reconnect after checking if we were here for the original. That doesn't make sense, but that's the behavior I was getting in the editor. I think I actually know why. Okay, so I see the ring. Oh, it was a late joiner problem. It does have the proper hint now. Okay, I haven't seen that before either. Okay. I'm gonna restart or hit F5, I mean, to reconnect and just see what happens. Whoa, that's weird. This time I do see the I see the beams after being connected. The hint is wrong for this one again, but I see the ring and the everything else. That's weird. Very weird. I'm gonna try reconnecting one more time. Yeah, I see the ring and everything again too. That's freaking weird. So if I completely leave now and come back in the middle of the match. Hey Arthur, did you get hit um up there at all by like an archer or anything, or have you been just meditating the whole time? Okay, so I joined late and I see your weapon in the idle pose. So that tells me that the server is not properly telling clients what your current animation is, which is useful information to have. Which I figured was already the problem. Also, how did a bot get up here? Did you grapple him up here? Nice. It's nice that you can just put bots places with the grapple. If you're like, you know what is, you're just gonna get stuck up here forever. You know, I wonder if you could get up there as an Ite. I mean, you would get shot down pretty easily, but it's what's weird is this time all the ritual site stuff's working. Like it's like the event doesn't always work. That says to me the delay possibly needs to be longer to give more time for like stuff to initialize. All right, we're good. I'm gonna elevate that bug. Oh yeah, Arthur. Sorry, one more thing. Can you see if you crash in the tutorial still? I'm gonna go do the same. You're like, damn it, if I have to click Hanako in my library one more time.
Welcome to Hanako training. Use the movement keys to move around.
You said it was as soon as you killed the first bot, right? I'm just gonna play through the whole thing and just make sure.
Cut these targets with different heavy stance attacks. Use the ground markers to now practice your blocks. If you perfectly time your block, you will parry your opponent instead. Your first opponent has arrived. Use your training so far to defeat him. You have completed the first
Okay.
part of your
Oh,
training.
that didn't crash.
Sprint to the next area. You can attack while sprinting to perform a heavy sprint strike. You have been wounded. Press the meditate key to restore health and key. Meditate under the
I didn't either.
tree.
I'm just gonna go ahead and play through the whole thing just for sanity, because I haven't really played this in a couple months all the way through. Even the last time I played it was when I
You will see the skill tree at the beginning of matches. Use it to purchase skills.
Hook changed the way the skill tree works.
Shows important information about the skill in the panel to the right. Use abilities to defeat your opponents to advance.
Man, these dudes come out swinging now, don't they?
Proceed down to the next hall to learn about the ninja. The ninja can grapple highlighted targets. Hold the Alt fire key to aim, then tap the fire key to grapple. Every map has ritual sites. Meditate in the circle next to the statue to invoke that ritual. The Ite can focus distant targets. Hold the Start Alt fire key.
Oh, that's weird. It applied my skin to the Ite, but it didn't. It doesn't apply it to the Kenshi. I mean, I don't really care that much,
Press
but
the change stance key to switch to quick fire. Press the reload key to reload. You've been given 2 abilities. Press and hold your first ability button to aim arrows at the fallen. Good. Now press your proceed to the final dojo to master your blade with the Kenshi. Open your skill tree. Purchase your master skill in the middle of the skill wheel. Using master skills can be instant. Use ground targets or multiple parts. For the Kenshi, hit the master ability button twice to use both moves.
what What are these dudes? These dudes almost look like they're trying to fight themselves.
Congratulations, you have finished the tutorial. Explore.
That I might be able to fix. We just try killing some of these.
Approach the bell to summon 2 bonus enemies.
Yeah,
to
this
succeed.
seems good. All right, no crash. That works for me. So I'm gonna revisit this Naginata slide really quick. So what I suspect is that this time is just too small. I'm gonna use what I use on the Kenshi, which is just the default 0.2. I'm not sure why it's 0.02. I'm not sure why it's such a small number. Because it is the same logic otherwise. And you are able to see your own sliding, right, Arthur? So I'm going to change it back just to like make sure I see the problem. How did you do it? Like, what did you do exactly? Ooh, look at that. I just recreated it on... Somehow I just got stuck in that. Yeah, when I change that number to the same as the Kenshi, it doesn't happen anymore. Okay. I'm gonna say that's good. Ooh. Okay. I think I have an idea for that one. Tutorial, let's take a look. Let me go find. I suspect there's some kind of timer or something that I'm allowing the skill tree just like a couple seconds too early. Change player start. There's the allow skill tree open. Yep, it's exactly what I knew it was going to be. It's right in between two. What the heck? Oh, so the gameplay alert. Yeah, this just needs to move to here. It's exactly what it was. So I need this to just go here. And I'm gonna put this at this point. And just for my own sanity, let me make sure that in the ability section there's not just like an obvious thing. Okay. Easy fix. Okay, so I'm going to revisit totems really quick, which are the ritual sites, the late joiner problems. I'm just going to set these both to like 5. So tutorial crash is done. I want to play another. I want to get through the Wednesday test before this. Weapon skins. I don't think I'm doing any more weapon skins before launch. I'm going to close that. I should check the... Ooh, this potentially could have the same problem on the ETE. Okay, that's fine. So it's a 0.2 completed rep. I'm gonna try just skipping that dedicated server check. And then in here, see, what's weird is like, there's no, so this thing's used for all kinds of stuff. Activated. What is up, raid people? Alright, I'm gonna turn on severe lag just to try to exacerbate this problem. I do need 2 clients though for this to work. What I'm gonna try to do though is this second client right before the ritual sites go active. I'm gonna reconnect just to see if I get closer. Okay. I mean, I've never been able to do this in the editor, so I'm not even sure if this will fix it or not, but I kind of want to know if this gets called though when I reconnect. It should. It definitely doesn't. Okay, so it did call that time. maybe that works. Try that one again in the test. Okay, this one I think I need to redo. So I think that might introduce a crash actually. Give me just a second. So anyway, friends, if you're new to this channel or game and you've never heard of any of it, we do play tests every Wednesday and Sunday right now. We actually, in exactly 1 week, the game will have been out for 1 hour and 17 minutes. We've been working on this game for over a decade, and the more the merrier. The tests are open to the public. It's dev team, community, whoever. We try new stuff, release new items, have a good time, and that's how we do it. We've done it for a long time. We're going to keep doing it. Over a decade. Specifically 14 years. Not consecutively, but the inception of the project up until now has been 14 years. This particular version has been since 2013. Thanks. It's been a long time. You guys just missed one of the devs and I were playing for probably 20 minutes ish. Okay, so I need to fix the animation logic in here that I broke before. And this was 0.05. Is not falling. Oh, jump idle to sprint. No. It's not right. It's okay, so I need to fix 2 things. So I need to do the swimming fix that I did earlier again. And I need the same exact blend times as the character. .005, okay. We started as UT3 way back in the day, 2008 probably. We moved, then UDK came out like 2 years into college. We moved to UDK. And then in 2014, UE4 came out. We moved to UE4. That was the biggest jump because there really nothing in UE3 is compatible. And then we basically have done engine upgrades. We're in Unreal 4 426, which is one version behind what's live. And we'll probably, if we do console, we'll probably end up moving to 5 because everything in 4 is compatible. It's more of a giant upgrade. We've done plenty of those. That's something we're considering. Okay, so 0 blend time. Okay. I see why this state exists now. It actually might have started a crash. Let me make sure I did all this right. It's I would say that since 2014 that at least a year and a half of our dev time has been lost to engine upgrades. In fact, we went from 421 to 426. We started in January, didn't get done until April, and we had to cut quite a lot of launch features to accommodate for that. It wasn't fun. 0 out of 10, don't recommend. But also there's just some things that we just needed. And when you started from Unreal 4.0 all the way up, there's so many features that just weren't in the original version that we need. And it just really depends how your project's laid out too. Like, we haven't made a ton of engine changes, so it's not that bad to upgrade, but okay, that looked fine. So anyway, friends, now's a great time for more questions, so ask away. Let me think what I was going to do next. To the bug list. Okay, that needs review. That's, I think, fixed. Audio bugs. Ooh, armor disappears when it reaches 0. Could fix that maybe. Anyway, we're going to dev stream. That's something I've done throughout the project, basically since the early days of our UE4. So give us a follow if this is interesting. I try to really share. I've worked in the AAA game industry for the last 11, going on 12 years, and worked on this for the entire time. I've seen all the sides of game development, big corporations, startups, running my own indie one. I'd like to share that experience with you guys, and also it's kind of fun to do this. I'd be doing it anyway. And if you want to play the game, there's the Steam link. We've been in early access for the last 4 years, which I highly do not recommend staying in early access that long. I don't really think anyone should do early access at all. Closed alphas and betas are it's just better. We had more testers in closed alpha than we did in all of early access probably combined, which is crazy. And you also kind of use your launch cooldown in a sense. Like, we have to kind of pretend we haven't been available for 4 years for our launch PR, and it's made it way harder. It's already like almost impossible with not having a publisher to just like pay giant sites and influencers to play. I think I'm good on fixes. I don't. There was something else I think I wanted to do in a map, but I can't even remember what it was now. Let's make a helmet look cool. Let me go back to this. Yeah, that reminds me. So that's weird. Just trying to remember what all these layers are. Okay. So I'm gonna have to do an include mask here. This stream's been all over the place. I was fixing animation bugs, fixing blueprint bugs, making a helmet. It's if you're ADHD like me, you're having a good time in this thing. It's a mixture of both. I would say a majority of the gameplay code is C++. Um, most of the UI is Blueprint. A lot of the feedback systems are Blueprint. So like playing particle effects when certain things happen. A lot of the like gameplay feedback is Blueprint. Or there's C++ events to drive like C++ events that are exposed to Blueprint to do things during like important gameplay, just to facilitate, I guess, a user-friendly workflow for that. That's kind of cool looking. Yeah, I mean, it was really out of necessity. I mean, if it was we never really had a UI developer for more than maybe the first year, and we started in C++, but then they left, and at the time I didn't know Blueprint at all. Like, I'm an environment artist and like level design background, and now tech art, which is a whole, there could be 50 different tech artists, but the I kind of had to learn Blueprint to make stuff work, and we have really only had no more than two programmers at a time, and for the most part it's been one, and there's just stuff that needed prototype and we couldn't wait on code for it, so I had to kind of futz it, and then I got comfortable making blueprints better. Then that transitioned to kind of using UMG, which I love UMG. It's just the fact that like I can make menus that work, and almost all of the menus in the game like I made when I'm not a programmer is pretty awesome. So it looks good on Unreal. So this thing and this. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I think I want this one to be like reverse the other one. Like, why would you want the same helmet with the same exact look? Then what I'm gonna do is duplicate this. To the top, add black mask, and it's going to be an alpha of the clan symbol. Let's give it a little bit of normal map height. And then I need to fix those ropes. Yep, now I have the rope colors isolated. Let's go ahead and do plastic cables. I'm gonna do triplanar. And this is going to be Ooh, no, I don't want that at all. Substance Painter's so good. Okay, I think this is in a good spot. Alright, since I have a template made already, I'm going to save the other clan's version. Nope. Ajani sent that to me before. It looks pretty cool. I'm just so used to the crazy curve blueprints that I never wanted to change it. Nope. Okay. Oop, nope, 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 no, no, nope, 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 no, no, nope, 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 no, no, nope, nope. I hate when I do that shit. Now let's go export the other ones again. Yeah, this turned out pretty cool. Why on earth would it not remember the folder this is supposed to be in? Wow, now it doesn't even remember the cached? Well, that's stupid. I hate when programs don't remember your like last folder. It really grinds my gears. Yeah, I feel like it should just be a setting in the editor preferences somewhere. You know what really grinds my gears? I have a horrible Peter Griffin. It's real bad, guys. You America. You know what really grinds my gears? Lindsay Lohan running around in little outfits. Who do you think you are? Spaghetti nodes are imperative. Alright, let's hook up a weapon. So I got symbol. Symbol helmet. I do need to re-export this actually. I actually do need the full set of this. Let's go ahead and I'll make LOD later. I'm gonna move this. I'm gonna move content browser off screen just to make my hookups easier. Shiny. Focus Raid, what is up, guys? Man, game dev streams get lit at fucking 2 a.m. Eastern time. This is crazy. I don't think we've had 16 viewers in one of these in quite some time. How's everybody doing? What time is it where everybody is? Are you guys half asleep like I am? All right. That is good. Here's the other team's version. Swap them materials right quick. Ooh. Yeah, the MI version of this helmet is just way cooler. I am working on adding an item to our item store. Our game comes out next week, and I want, there's a couple items left on my list that I'm trying to get done. Earlier tonight, I fixed a bunch of bugs, bouncing all over the pipeline. Yeah, that helmet turned out nice. So let's go ahead and hook it up in our little item system. This is going to be ID 2009 helm symbol helmet is what this thing's called. It's a stupid name, but whatever. I need simple single word adjectives. The Hanako version and the Yamai version. Ooh, absolutely. The game is actually fully available on early access right now. It has been for a while, though our marketing efforts during early access have been quite abysmal, and that's mostly on me, but I wanted to focus on development and let the rest take care of itself. Let me go over to our Steam page right quick. I did make our Founder Edition and the Founders and Base Game bundle live a week early. Our game comes out next Wednesday at September 15th at midnight Eastern, so kind of the 14th, depending on your time zone. And the Founders Pack is basically every cosmetic we ever make in perpetuity for purchase. You'll just automatically get. And every item that we already have, you'll also get. The only exclusion is if we do some kind of exclusive giveaway or an item that you can only get from like beating a level or something. Those won't be in Founders Pack, but anything purchasable will be. And yeah, it's a RMTP thing. I honestly set it up so long ago, I can't even remember how I did it. It's through Restream. I guess I pay $20 a month to have the stream simulcast to Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, and Steam at the same time. It's kind of neat. I mean, honestly, almost everybody that watches is on Twitch. It has its own chat app. I'll pull it over. So this is Restream Chat, and basically it just tells me what platform it's on, and I can see viewers on the other platforms. Steam doesn't work on this, and then you can switch between what platform to chat back. But honestly, I've gotten in the habit of just having Twitch open on another monitor, and I like doing it there better. So I'm going to duplicate this. It's ID 2009. It's very important. This is the symbol helmet. It's going to be $1. It's using the model references from there. I'll make the icon in a little bit, which is my least favorite thing on earth to do. It's really stupid. And I'm going to say owned just so I can test it. Make sure it doesn't stick through the characters. I have no idea, to be honest. What's the TOS violation? I think we're like whatever the first one is, but not the like full on whatever thing. That's kind of a wait to get yelled at. I don't remember signing any contractual stuff, so I don't know if we've made it that far. And honestly, the viewership is so poor on everything else, I really wouldn't care if we had to go back to just exclusive Twitch streaming. They added the game dev section back. We don't have a subscriber base anywhere else that would find it. Honestly, like Twitch finds like all the categories and whatever. I mean, they've kind of like gone back and forth on game development. So let's check out this helmet in game. I'm gonna go. You can wear it on all the characters, but I want to try it on the swordsman because he's kind of the standard helmet class, if you will. Even though I'm wearing the helmet that I made last time. Just gonna go ahead and. Ooh, I really hate that that's how this looks now. Symbol helmet. Go ahead and kill myself so I reload. Yeah, thanks a lot. Hope to see you guys in our Discord sometime. Let me post that link really quick. We do a dev event every Wednesday night, and that's kind of we play with the community, test new stuff. Our launch event is going to kind of be mostly hosted there. But you guys are welcome to join. It's open to the public. It's usually some mixture of devs versus community. Let's take a look at this thing. Oh yeah, it looks good with a mask. One thing I want to change though. Where's Max? Let's make this thing a little bit bigger. And then where is this thing? Yeah, there we go. a decent looking helmet. Oh yeah, the evil dude's version of this helmet's pretty nice. The masks, some masks are kind of cut through. I don't love that. Let me see if I can see what kind of room I can get with this. I don't love that. Import translation, so it's Y forward. Let me just try like 5. It's going to be absurd, but yep, there we go. Yeah, now my head's poking through. Yeah, you gotta have. It's just impossible to make every permutation work with each other without some clipping. So I can deal with that. The important thing really is, to me, is silhouette break on your character. Being able to change your character's silhouette with their items, like we can't easily make full model redos of the character, but being able to add things that change the shape, socketed pieces and whatnot is I like that. And the face, people like the face masks a lot, which is interesting because you really don't see them that much, but they're pretty dope. So let me try just test this on all the characters just to make sure. Oh, the Founder's mask looks dope with this helmet. That's creepy looking. You honestly don't even notice it clipping through that much because it like tucks right under that like horn. It's so funny, Ite hair is an item. It was the only way to do it, though. Don't worry, guys. The full library of man buns is coming to a storefront near you. Samurai helmets are freaking dope looking. Like for sure, someone made samurai helmets and were like, "Hell yeah! Look how badass these are," and everyone else in the village was like, "Hell yeah! Make me some of those." And then they did. As a joke, we should just put all the hairstyles in one of these like marketing stalls. Like there's like the hanging fish, and then on the wall there's just like all the different Ite buns. All one of them right now. So I think there's one item I'm going to pivot to really quick. I just need to get the FBX really quick. In the meantime, if anyone would love to know anything about Hanako and what we've been doing, our history, what we're going to do in the future, whatever it is, this is a great time while I'm getting some assets together off screen to do the things. And this is the next item is something I've wanted in our game as an option for a while. So I gotta, let me theorize real quick. Oh damn, that's outright cloth. That's awesome. This basket hat. I've wanted a basket hat in our game, and it's happening. I want like 10 different varieties of them because they had such badass ones in feudal Japan. Get this bad boy ready for substance. Yeah, this is going to be particularly badass on the ninja, but bigfollows.com, you don't say. Huge bot following that'll amount to absolutely nothing. Call now. It's not a bad looking katana. So I'm gonna import the ninja hat just to get an idea of scale and all that. This needs to like cover the face. I'm gonna have to probably adjust this a little bit. Oh God, what happened? Damn you, non-uniform scale. Oh no, I actually want this needs to be like over the eyes, so it needs to be like at like this level kinda. I'm gonna have to do some back and forth, but in general, 006.355. It's a weird pivot point, but whatever. What do you think will be more popular, hats or helmets? Programs that don't remember your folder are the worst. Just remember the folder. Just remember, it's not that hard. I said helmet or hats. I know masks are going to be popular. So this is a whole new thing. This thing actually is pretty nice. A flash flood warning in my area until 9 a.m. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is PBR metal rough, alpha test, and then I need to add opacity. So this is going to be base. Yeah, there's been weird like isolated storms the whole day pretty much. I'm way up on a hill, so, but I guess basements are always at risk, which is where I am. Okay, so first let's get base color. Maybe I can do, so let me just come over to this real quick. Normal map. ID map, really, I guess it can be that. I'll come back to those. I'm gonna add ambient occlusion. Because this thing's kind of see-through, you'll be able to see masks partially through it, which is, I think, kind of awesome. I might just make a shadow hat basket hat out of this. That's just straight like blacked out. It would look cool. Actually, I don't give a shit about AO, so this is gonna be roughness. And it's going to be one of those generator grayscale. Source is this, and roughness is green. That's kind of just what's going on with this thing. So now I can do ooh, a red basket hat. That's kind of interesting. I really just want like more saturation, I guess is the right word. What do you guys think? Red strings for Hanako or gold strings? Let me see which ones I like better. You know, I think I liked the gold ones better. A little more subtle. It's a lot of color in our game. And then the last thing I need to do What? Okay. I'm gonna try this out. This one is a little bit different of a configuration. Instead of AO, I need opacity. Let's go T-hat. I'm not a Unity developer, but I'll try if you want to ask. Okay, there's that. And now, let me see if this has the other team's version. And this one will be pretty simple. It depends. Do you know any of the languages that Unity supports? Like, doesn't it let you use like Java or like a C sharp or C++ or like you don't have to know like crazy C++ like Unreal or Blueprint? Well, I mean, Unreal you can make a whole game in Blueprint, which I think is a reasonable thing to do. Frosty Smags, typically yes. I'd say like 95 to 98% of the game is our own assets. Some of the cosmetics is from like marketplace stuff that gets retextured for the art style or partially remodeled or reconfigured, something of that nature. But the like environment art, like almost all of this is handmade. And then of that 95%, I probably made 90% of the environment art in the game. So let's go ahead and set this up. About 7 of us at any given time. It's been 7 or 8 the last 2 years, I'd say. Yeah, while I'm at it, let me make LODs for this helmet. First off, can the base be any smaller? Why, yes, it can. It always can. No, we all do this on our free time after our jobs. I'd say most devs do 5 to 10 hours a week. I usually do 20 to 40 depending. With us releasing in a week, I'm doing a lot. Virtually every minute I'm not working or sleeping, I'm working on this. And if you're interested, this is our Steam page. We've been in early access for the last 4 years, but overall we've worked on this concept for 14 years. So virtually my entire adult life I've worked on this project. So I just want to check something. In this helmet, does this support opacity? Alpha. It does. Sweet. Yep, there's a whole... The trailer in this auto thing is really old, and really to a degree this blog post is pretty old too, but that's kind of a quick timeline of our whole journey. I'm working on getting I wrote a blog post basically with the top 5. It's a bunch of top 5 lists. It's the best parts of the project, the worst things of the project, lessons learned, things I would have done different, and kind of a blog version of, hey, what happened, what can be learned from 14 years on one project. So I'm going to move this so I can assign textures faster. go ahead, let's flag alpha. Set this to mast. And the only thing I think that changed is just color for the other team. Yeah, this is going to be neat. I'm excited to try this one. So I'm going to come back. I'm going to configure this for our item store. I'll do icon creation probably tomorrow. I don't really feel like doing that tonight. Let's go to duplicate ID. It's going to be 2010 hat basket 01. ID 2010. It takes quite a while to like make sense of 3D coordinate space, especially if you're used to 2D. That's not easy. Hat socket is where this is going. Yeah, this thing turned out, ooh, needs to be two-sided. This one I'm actually going to do, let's do 3 LODs for this one. Solid 1. This can be at 0.2. This could be at 0.025, and that should be fine for this guy. Okay, to our item store, let me find an existing hat. That works. Duplicate. 2010. 2010. That takes a long time to learn too. The good part is there's a lot of tutorials out there for virtually anything you could possibly want to learn, especially in Unreal, and I guess Unity too. Basket hat, wearable by everybody, 2010, 2010. Okay, should be able to test this now. Make sure I don't need to move it. It's the main thing. So I'll start on the Ninja, and I want to see the antagonist side. So anyway, if you guys are interested in the game and want to follow it a little bit closer, our Discord is pretty active. I spend a lot of time. Most of our updates go there right away. Our events are coordinated and hosted there. We'll be on voice chat with the community whenever we do playtests. That's kind of the home base of our game, aside from the Steam page. So if you want to participate in an event or a playtest, we have a test tomorrow night at 10 Eastern, and then another one Sunday at probably 9 Eastern, and then next Wednesday we release. So basket hit. That thing's awesome. It's exactly what I hoped it would be. Just this big, stupid hat. That's great. It definitely needs to be smaller, though. Let me do some scale adjustments on this bad boy. So this needs to be asset center. Let's go ahead and scale it in just a little bit there. It does need to come down a good bit too to like sit on his head. Let's try that. What's nice about this is I can just like re-import this real quick. So let's go back to basket, re-import, and it'll just update. Yeah, this thing's kind of dope. I mean, it kind of clips like crazy. I guess I could... Let me raise it up just a tad. Like maybe like that. And then do I really want to raise the bottom part up a little bit? Maybe just for like gameplay purposes. Like just like... Before I commit to that though, let me try it. I love that I can just re-import it and see it live without closing my like my game preview. I mean, I accidentally did, but I didn't have to. Not really. You pretty much do have to edit them in a 3D package. Whoa, what? Oh, I'm on the Hanako side. This looks absurd with this shadow skin. I do love that though. So let's try this out on other classes. Yeah, I could probably flare it a little bit. I don't really like... There's gonna be some clipping. I can't make every item work in every case. I'll probably do a little bit of, like, on this... Let's see. Yeah, Blender would be fine. I mean, you can... Whatever you're comfortable with. I mean, Unreal accepts a bunch of different formats, so... I could do something like that, just so it, like, goes around the shoulders more. It's not as true to like how these hats actually were, but I mean for just appearance, I don't mind so much. I actually kind of like that shape better. Oh, this is an absurd thing. I gotta go to see the other side. Oh man, though. Yeah, it pretty much works. I mean, it doesn't technically like go on his head. I probably should lower it a little bit. But I kind of like the how it's actually, you can't get to that view in game ever, so I think I might just be okay with this. Oh yeah, this thing's pretty cool on the archer. On him, it's not, it's a kind of a weird angle. Why is his so weird? I guess there's a case for pulling up this a little bit too. And then maybe moving it down just a hair. I also can individually like change the socket point that this goes to. Yeah, the whole thing maybe could tilt a little bit. It's like some characters it's better for than others. I don't really mind too much if there's a tiny bit of clipping. I do like that you can like kind of see their face though. Let me take a look at the... Yeah, I think you're right. That it could be rotated like... I might have moved this forward too much, but... Something else I want to do. It's a little too like curved and brimmy now. I don't like it as much. What I do want to do though is pull down the front a little bit, make it a little like flatter. And then I'm actually going to pull these down a little bit now too. Not much, but just a little bit. I like this thing a lot though. I wish that if one of the huge weak spots in my artist game is doing like placed cards, like little alpha furry things, and like hay bales and thatched looking stuff. I really am not very good at it. Yeah, I wanted to see what the Hanako version of this looked like. Alright, so I need to make icons for that another day. I think I'm at a good stopping point, guys. Fixed a ton of bugs tonight. Made 2 new items. The last thing I want to do is try on the... I didn't try the hat on this guy. This is a crazy hat. I like it. It's different. This was the helmet from earlier. I called it the symbol helmet because it has like a big clan symbol on the front. All right, if no one has any last questions, I'm about to head off in just a minute, guys. Feel free to give us a follow on Twitch. Thanks for hanging out with me for the last 4 hours almost. Tomorrow night we have our second to last playtest before launch that's open to the community, and I would love to see some new faces there on our Discord, which is available there in chat. And everybody have a great night, great day, whatever.